A major public art project in Oklahoma City took an important step forward this week. S&S Promotions is making the world's largest stencil for what's being called the Silo Art Project. Artist Rick Sennett will use the stencil to trace the outline of the design he created especially for this undertaking onto a 100-foot by 128-foot repurposed grain silo. It will be a centerpiece on a highway that spans the nation.
We are doing 180 panels, which is half of the stencils for a project for Rick Sennett. He's going to be using the stencils to put an outline around the silos on, I think, I-40.
Oh. Yeah, this is the hardest part right here.
Artist Rick Sennett and Rocktown rock climbing gym owner Aaron Gibson dangle by ropes as they paint the exterior of Aaron's repurposed grain silo. Right now, they are applying the background color. If you're one of the 100,000 people who drive along I-40 every day, you may have noticed the silos turning a bright blue. But when Sennett gets his stencils, that's when the real fun starts.
You can ask the question. We're going to go to the stencil machine, and then we'll show you a prototype of how the stencils are being cut as we speak here.
The Silo Art Project has become a marriage of art and business. S&S Promotions is the latest Oklahoma City business to throw its considerable weight behind the Art Silo Project. S&S is making the stencil, a $20,000 value, for free.
The project excites me. And I'll tell you the real reason it excites me, because this is the core of, I think, why Rick Sennett is so contagious in his energy. And if you haven't met him, you need to go meet him and get some of it, because it motivates me about art and art in general. And I think about I-40 in general on this project, and you cannot look at his art and not smile. So, from my standpoint, I feel like our company are going to help generate about 100,000 smiles a day. I did the traffic. I call the outdoor company that we do a lot of work for. What's the traffic count on I-40? It's excess of 100,000 cars a day. So hopefully we get 100,000 smiles a day.
It will take 180 4x8 panels of stencil to cover just half of the silo. The artwork he came up with is called This Land. It's symmetrical.
Man, that is awesome.
When he's finished tracing half of the design onto the silo walls, Sennett will flip the panels over and do it again on the other half of the silo. Once all of the stencils are cut, it's go time. Sennett has just enough money to rent the equipment he'll need to paint the silo. That's for just over 20 days. After 3 years of work to make his dream a reality, once S&S cuts the last stencil, the Art Silo project will shift into high gear, and all eyes, over 100,000 eyes a day actually, will be on Rick Sennett's latest endeavor to give art to the people. And we do mean give. Sennett isn't making a dime off of this project.
I try not to allow myself to overthink anything too much, because it always seems that, life has been so wonderful that things always seem to work out. And it's, sometimes I get caught up in the moment, but I try to back off and just kind of take a deep breath and know that, well, if I can dream it, then I should be able to make this happen. Why not? Anything I can do to make people smile or feel good or about where they're at or their neighborhood or whatever, well, that's what I'm here to do.
If you'd like to offer a word of encouragement to Sennett, you can find him on Facebook under his name, Rick Sennett, or under Moth Collection.